Solo Leveling, Episode 6, The Spider's Web. I should have known something was off the moment we stepped into the dungeon's final chamber. The air shifted, denser, heavier than before. It wasn't just the stale rot of a sealed tomb, it was something alive. I could feel it pressing down on my skin, worming its way into my bones. The room was vast, with jagged crystals jutting out of the ground like broken spears, and right in the center lay a hulking mass draped over a mountain of glowing mana stones. The boss. A spider, but not just any spider. Its body alone dwarfed a truck. Hairy legs twitched in its sleep, and each movement sent faint tremors through the stone beneath my feet. Its eyes, dozens of them, were closed. For now. Hyungnim, Jinho whispered beside me, voice wavering. Should we get out of here? I didn't answer immediately. My eyes stayed locked on the monster. That thing was leagues above the Kasaka serpent, maybe even the stone golem. A normal hunter wouldn't stand a chance. Hell, I shouldn't stand a chance. But something deep inside me stirred. Not arrogance, not even confidence. Just this whisper. Keep going. I turned to Jinho. He looked terrified. Understandably so. He wasn't a fighter. He had no reason to be here beyond obligation and ambition. Maybe that was enough for some, but not here. Not now. I'll handle it, I said, low and quiet, and I ran forward. The moment my foot left the ground, the entire room shuddered. The spider reared back, its massive form unfolding like a nightmare come to life. It screeched, a horrible metallic screech that cut through my ears, and lunged. I dodged, barely. I ducked under one of its legs, slashed with Kasaka's venom fang. Nothing. The blade bounced off its hide like I'd tried cutting stone with paper. Too tough. I pivoted, struck again. Still nothing. It tried to pin me under one of its legs, and I rolled, gritting my teeth as a sliver of claw grazed my shoulder. Pain bloomed, but I didn't stop. I couldn't. Why won't you die? I hissed, dodging another crushing blow. My stamina was dropping fast, too fast. I couldn't keep this pace up forever. And still, my attacks did nothing. It was like trying to kill a tank with a fork. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Jinho still frozen at the entrance. He looked, not just scared, studying me, as if seeing me for the first time. I didn't have time to think about it. The spider lunged again. I dashed left, then right, weaving through its legs like a shadow, trying to find some kind of opening. Anything. Nothing. And then I stumbled. My legs trembled. My breath hitched. No more stamina. I was running on fumes. A leg caught me. I flew across the room and crashed into a jagged outcrop of crystal. Pain erupted through my side. Blood filled my mouth. I was done. Daily quest completed. Reward available. Full recovery. A flickering message hovered in my vision. I laughed. It was bitter, breathless, half-mad. Don't mind if I do. I accepted. Power surged through me like lightning. My body knit itself back together. The pain vanished. My vision cleared. My heartbeat steadied. I stood up. The spider reared again, sensing the shift. This time I didn't dodge. I ran straight at it, leapt into the air, and drove Kasaka's dagger deep into its eye. A shriek. It thrashed, but the poison and paralysis effects kicked in almost instantly. Its movements slowed, turned sluggish, confused. It collapsed under its own weight, twitching, dying, and then stillness. It was over. I stepped back, panting. The system chimed in, congratulating me. A level up. 2. More. Behind me, Jinho approached, a bottle of water in his hand and a strained smile on his face. You're amazing, boss, he said. Boss? I took the water, nodded, but something in his tone was off. He looked at me the way someone might look at a caged tiger. What changed? He didn't trust me. Or maybe he feared me. They returned minutes later. Dongsuk, his lizard team, the ones who'd left us to die, they descended from the upper tunnels, expecting to find corpses, not victors. Their faces said everything: shock, confusion, then suspicion. Dongsuk's eyes darted between the spider's corpse and Jinho's armor. He assumed it had to be the gear. No way an E-rank like me could pull this off, right? He smiled. Quite the scene, huh? He said, casually drawing his blade. Now, you, Jinho, kill him. Jinho blinked. What? Kill him. Dongsuk repeated. Do that, and we'll let you walk away. Silence. Jinho looked at me. I didn't say a word. My heart was calm. Too calm. I won't, he said finally. I won't betray him. Dongsuk clicked his tongue. Wrong choice. The mage Q1 moved first. A spell flew at me. I didn't react fast enough. It hit. The force sent me slamming into the dungeon wall. Rocks and dust rained down on me. My ribs screamed. My ears rang. But even through the pain, a new message flashed in front of me. System alert, eliminate all hostiles, kill the 6 hunters. Kill them? They were humans. Hunters. Not monsters. Beasts. Not beasts, but the system didn't care. The system wanted me alive, and this was the cost. Why me? Why was I chosen? I clenched my fists and stood. Slowly. Fine. If the system wants to use me, I'll use it too. Juntae approached, smirking. Well, looks like your turn. I sliced through his neck before he finished the sentence. His head hit the floor. The others froze. I was no longer the weakling. I was a blade. A force. A weapon. And now I was a killer. One after another they came. One after another they fell. Blood, screams, steel, the sound of bodies hitting stone. They weren't even a challenge anymore. And then only Dongsuk remained. He tried to run. I caught him. He begged. You're a monster, he said. Please, I have a family. You tried to kill me 3 times. I didn't wait for a fourth. His blood joined the rest, and the dungeon began to close. We emerged in silence. The gate behind us shimmered, then cracked into nothing. A representative from the Hunters Guild was waiting. He blinked when he saw us. You too survived? He asked, dumbfounded. Just you? Jinho smiled nervously. Guess the gear helped? The rep nodded, not pressing further. Maybe it was easier not to ask questions. We walked past him, into the night. Rain had begun to fall. I tilted my head back, letting the drops hit my face. They were cold. Clean. They didn't wash away the blood, not really. But they helped, just a little. I remembered giving Gina an umbrella that morning. She'd been grumpy, half asleep, muttering that it wouldn't rain. I smiled. I was glad I did. Some part of me was still human. Right? Because I had crossed a line today. A line I never thought I'd cross. I had killed people. Not in defense, not by accident, but because the system told me to, and I obeyed. No regrets, no hesitation. I looked down at my hands, still shaking, still warm, still mine. The path forward was darker now, but I had chosen it, so I would keep walking, no matter what it made of me. End of episode 6.